everyone, welcome back to Cooking with the Kid. Thank you for being here with us. Today I want to try something that I haven't tried but once probably in my lifetime. I consider it comfort food, but it's very hard to find. Something called stuffed cabbage rolls. And basically meatloaf wrapped in cabbage, covered in tomato sauce. So I'm going to make that today. My wife and I, we're going to try it. We got the in-laws coming over a little bit later, so we're going to make this for them tonight. Stuffed cabbage rolls, so hopefully they turn out good. We're going to make them together, and I'm going to show you what to put in it. I'm going to show you how I cook it. Basically, I looked in all of our cookbooks, including the Elvis Presley cookbook that I have, and I could not find a recipe for cabbage rolls. And so I went back and looked online and found a bunch of different ones, kind of pieced together one that I think we would like. So that's what I'm going to show you tonight, and cabbage rolls right here on Cooking with the Kids. Stick with us, won't you? Okay, so far what I did was I took a large cabbage and I boiled about 8 or 10 cabbage leaves in hot salted water for about 5 minutes, 6 minutes until they softened. And just a moment, I'm going to cut the heavy ridge out of them and we're going to wrap them. The other thing that we're going to need is salt and pepper to taste, 1 large onion, a couple of teaspoons of minced garlic. I've got a little over a pound of ground pork, a little over a pound of ground beef, and so 2 pounds altogether. I've got some tomato soup, I've got some crushed tomatoes, and I've got some tomato sauce and some rice. So we're going to start putting this together. I'll get a big bowl and we'll get started. All right, hopefully you can see what's going on. I've got the oven preheating to 350 degrees. Gonna put our ground pork, our ground beef. Okay, gonna add our 1 large onion, minced. We're gonna add salt and pepper. Now you can add as much of that as you want for flavor. Fresh ground sea salt and pepper. We're going to add 2 teaspoons of minced garlic. I'm probably going to add a little bit more than that because we like garlic. Got the onions and the garlic, the salt and pepper. I've got some instant rice. Boil in a bag rice. We're going to add that in there. I barely cooked it. So we're going to put that together. And I'm going to add a little bit of tomato soup. Add just a little bit of tomato soup in there. All right, about 1/3 of a can. And I'm going to mix this together with my hands. They're clean. I just washed them. And we're going to mix this together. Okay, I'm putting 1 egg in there. Maybe I'll put 2. Since I'm doing a pound of each, I'm going to add 2 eggs. All right, so that's all mixed together. Wash my hands. Okay, so I've got them kind of out here, portioned out. Gonna put them in these rolls and try to roll them up like that. Try to make them all the same size, something about like that. We're gonna put them in a 9 by 13 pan. Like I said, this is not the perfect way to do it. I am just playing it by ear. This is not a channel where we claim to be experts. Oh, those channels are out there, and the proof, that spa guy says the proof's in the pudding. Tell by the way they do it if they're experts or not. So I'm going to have more of the filling. Then I have cabbage leaves. stuff is going to shrink up as it cooks. It's going to firm up and shrink up as it cooks, so I'm not too concerned. All right, so that's what I've come up with so far. I do have some extra tomato soup I'm going to kind of pour over. What's left in that tomato soup, I'm going to put that back in there. That's all going to cook down. I'm going to add some crushed tomatoes, a can of crushed tomatoes over the top. Let that all cook down. I'm going to add a little bit of water. Just a little bit. Okay. And I'm going to put that in an oven. Put a little bit more salt on top and pepper. I'm trying to get you squared up here. Hold on. Okay. All right, so what I have, I've got the cabbage rolls. I've got the rest of the can of tomato soup, and I put some crushed tomatoes on top. I'm going to put a little bit more salt. And a little bit more pepper. I'm going to put that in a 350-degree oven, and we're going to go about an hour. About an hour in the oven. We're going to check them. So I'll bring you back. Cabbage rolls. We'll see how they turn out. All right, everybody. All right, everybody. Here's the finished product. Cabbage rolls. I'm going to get one on a plate and show you what the finished product looks like. All right, there it is. Cabbage rolls. I tested it, made sure it was cooked all the way through with a meat thermometer. So yeah, it's definitely cooked all the way through since you're dealing with raw pork and raw beef. But there you go. There's a lot more sauce in there to drench the sauce over it. All right, I tasted of it. It is very good. And we've got the stuffed cabbage and some candied carrots and some baby lima beans. You already have a good supper. All right, everybody, thanks for watching Cooking with the Kid. Hope this challenges you to go out and cook something. And yeah, cabbage rolls, only my second time cooking them in my life, and turned out pretty good. All right, everybody, until next time, we'll see you later. Goodbye.